Hi, welcome to T's World.
I'm obsessed, you guys. Just kidding. I've always wanted to try that. Anyways, today we will be speed running my books of 2024. I aimed for one book a month and I tend to like non-fiction self-help books geared towards psychology, understanding oneself, self-improvement, people skills, and finance. When I do occasionally read fiction, I gravitate towards low stakes, lighter reads like rom-coms. And also, Firmoo sent me 2 pairs of blue light glasses. So I'm going to be doing a try on as I quickly talk through my reads. So let's get started. First pair is the TM60400. This pair was $45. You can customize the color of the frame. I customized it to be brown. So this is what it looks like. I chose to make it blue light because I do a lot of work on my laptop, but you can choose to have them be proper glasses with your eyewear prescription. We'll start with the fiction books, 3, 2 rom-coms and 1 children's fantasy. First one is The Wake Up Call. The premise of this is there's 2 sworn enemies with a backstory who have to join hands to save a hotel that is financially struggling and also to save their job. For this book, I thought it was quite lovable. The characters and the dialogue felt really real. There was some cringy writing at times, but overall it was a light-hearted read. I rated this a 7.5 to an 8. Next book may have a familiar author, so this is Chalice of Gods. Premise of this is that Percy is in his final year, given another quest to complete, this time with lower stakes. It has all the elements of a Percy Jackson book, comedic tone, lots of funny moments, punchy dialogue, monsters, Annabeth and Grover. It's a good reminder of a childhood classic, which is why I picked this book up. It was mostly for nostalgic purposes. Bound to happen. This book is set in Sydney, which is something that I really enjoyed, given that I'm from the area, so a lot of places felt familiar. The premise of this is that there's 2 strangers who are from different worlds, have numerous near misses, and there's lots of musings on astrophysics, fate, and destiny. Characters are overall pretty well developed. There's excellent banter and dialogue. Some events in the book and characters and what they do are predictable at times, and it can be a frustrating read at times due to the near misses that the 2 characters go through. In terms of the ending, I was a bit dissatisfied and I would have liked an extended ending or an additional scene. So overall I've rated this 7.5 to 8 out of 10. That's all my fictional books. I'm going to move on to my non-fictional books, but I'm going to change to my second pair. I'm not that good at this. Anyways, same hard case, and inside you've got a softer case with a bag. Ta-da! Ooh, this is better actually. This second pair is called the YSL 1230. This was $27. Pretty affordable and stylish in my humble opinion, and the shopping experience was super easy to navigate on Firmoo's website. Now for my non-fictional read, I've got 2 which I don't have with me right now. One is Attached, which talks about your attachment style, so I think that's pretty useful in terms of your relationships with people, both romantic and platonic. And also Boy Swallows Universe, which is an excellent book. It took me a while to get into. After getting into an excellent read. Why has nobody told me this before? Essentially, a clinical psychologist runs through practical skills and tools that are taught in therapy that are often applicable to life situations. So it's pretty practical. Topics include things like low mood, motivation, emotions and emotional pain, grief, self-doubt, fear, stress, meaningful life, and action plans for things like anxiety and so forth. So I found it to be very useful and very practical in navigating just life in general. Highly recommend this. This one I've just started, so I'm only up to here. I like it so far. It's called Maybe You Should Talk to Someone. It is a therapist's memoir discussing common scenarios in therapy and her own experience with going to another therapist. What I like about this book so far is that concepts of therapy are explained, things like transference, countertransference, and we are given an insight into therapy from both a therapist's perspective and a patient's perspective. It's written quite humorously, and I love the internal monologue. I like to annotate with pen when I read because I think that's part of the experience of having a book. You can see some of my annotation. Before the coffee gets cold. I'm yet to read it. Essentially has to do with a cafe in Tokyo that allows customers to travel back in time as long as they return before the coffee gets cold. So it explores their life and the reasons for them wanting to go back. All in all, that's a total of 8 books. So I didn't meet my goal of 12 books this year and I fell short, but that's not too bad because it's more than what I read in 2023. My favorite from this year has to be this book. Close favorite would be this book. As for the glasses, Firmoo has given me a discount code, to check the link of this video and the caption. So that's a wrap for today's video and I'll see you next time.